Mikey Henderson, and there he is. That's the fastest entrance we've ever had. Morning, Mikey. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Thank you for joining us.
No problem.
Um, about 12 or 15 local reporters with us. First question today will be from Jason Kersey of The Athletic, and then we'll go to Ryan Aber. Jason, go ahead.
Hey, Mikey. Wanted to ask you about when you signed with OU, where did you see yourself playing? Did you see yourself as an H-back? Did you see yourself making the transition to running back at some point? So how did you view yourself?
Yeah, while I was getting recruited here, Link already told me from the jump, like, you're not limited to one position. We move you around everywhere. You got a skill set that a lot of people don't have. So, he told me from the jump that they was going to do a lot of different things with me. I didn't know they were going to move me to running back permanently, but I knew I was going to be getting carries. So, like I said, he told me he was going to do a lot of different things with me. So I kind of had this envision, what I'm doing now, doing a whole lot of different stuff. I knew this was going to happen.
Thanks, man.
Okay, Ryan Aber with the Oklahoman, and then Joe Bettner.
Yeah, Mikey, good talking to you. How much of a transition has it been moving to the running back room? How much difference is there in reality for, the things you're preparing to do, the way they're going to use you in this offense?
Yeah, the transition has been really good. Coach Murray, Coach McQueen, all the other backs in the room, they've all been helping me, making sure the transition has been going good, helping me out. So the transition has been really good.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Joe Bettner with the Norman transcript, and then Eric Bailey.
Mike, I was going to ask you about just that the coaches that you're getting to work with now, and you obviously lost your position coach from last year, but it seems like you're going to change coaches regardless. How has that relationship developed with DeMarco as far as maybe a guy that I'm wondering how quick you got with him when that transition made to get with him and get to work on making that transition?
Oh yeah, my relationship with Coach Murray is great. We had a good relationship before I even moved in his room. Just being on the offensive side of the ball. So my relationship with him is great. He's a good coach. He was a legend here, a legend in the NFL. So I just try to soak up as much information as I can from him because I know he knows all the ins and outs of this. So it's been really good with him.
Go to Eric Bailey with the Tulsa World, and then Austin Curtright.
Mikey, it's good to see you, man. Hey, I wanted to ask you about Austin Stogner. What was it like during that time last year as a teammate, just seeing him battle through what he battled through? And then what's it been like this spring and just seeing him try to get back to form?
Yeah, it was really hard, watching him go through that. Stog is a competitor, he wants to be out there, and he's a big asset to this team. So, just watching him go through that, it was hard. But, all we could do is just have his back and support him. And, he's been doing really good this spring, trying to fight to get back out there. So I think he's progressing really well. He'll be back soon.
Mikey, thanks a bunch. Have a good weekend.
For sure. You too.
Austin Curtright with the OU Daily, and then John Hoover.
Hey, Mikey, wanted to ask who initially came to you about switching positions, and then wanted to ask how big was that game against Oklahoma State last year with you getting the catches, the rushes? How big was that for your confidence going forward?
So about the tradition, Link had told me before my exit meeting, like right after the Florida game, he called me into his office and told me like he was thinking about moving me to running back full time, just to do a lot of different things with me, create matchups in the slot, just do a lot of stuff. So. And with the Oklahoma State game, I would say that was like a big confidence builder for myself. I always knew I had it in me, but just to go out there and finally show it on that stage in a game like that, that was a real confidence builder for me, most definitely.
Thanks, Mikey.
Let's go to John Hoover with SI Sooners, and then Kerry Murdoch.
Hey, Mikey, I wonder if you're curious. I wonder if you are familiar with the name Josh Norman.
Josh Norman. I've heard the name before, but I'm not completely sure who that is.
Former OU football player, played on the 2000 national championship team, switched positions a lot.
Yeah.
He was so talented and could do so many different things. The coaches never really knew exactly what to do with him.
Right.
He ended up playing 9 years in the NFL.
Yeah.
Does that kind of story inspire you to do as much as you can, learn as much as you can? Or would you rather be a H-back, be a tight end, be a running back, whatever?
No, I'm one of those guys. I want to do whatever. I want to show coaches that I can, do the whole thing. I can line up here, line up there. So, I don't want to never limit myself to one position. I like to do a whole lot of different things. So.
Gotcha. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Kerry Murdoch with Sooner Scoop and WWLS, and then Parker Thune.
Hey, Mikey, I think we could tell, you were a little bit different when you had the ball in your hands. There's maybe a little bit more shake to you. How excited are you to kind of be in that role where, you can show us even more in your athleticism and your escapability and all that as a running back?
Oh yeah, I think I'm in a great position. Like I said, I feel like I got a lot more in the tank. A lot more to show. I feel like that'll be on full display this year. So I'm excited. I can't wait.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Okay, Parker Thune with OU Insider, and then Josh Calloway.
Hey, Mikey, just curious, you were a guy that exploded onto the scene last year in a big way. And having played quarterback at the high school level, how do you feel like learning to see the field the way that you did as a quarterback kind of helped you make an impact in the offense, no matter where you lined up at that H-back position?
Yeah, it definitely helped me playing quarterback a little bit in high school just because, I kind of know, defenses and know what they're going to do. So, that definitely helped me see the field and, just give me a different feel for the game for sure.
And looks like last question will be from Josh Calloway with Sooners Wire.
Yeah, Mike, I'm just curious. It seemed like last season you kind of became a fan favorite in a way. People got excited, to see you on the field. Did you sense that at all, that people, fans kind of get excited to see you out there getting the football?
Yeah, I don't really get into all the social media and what the fans say. I just try to keep a level head. But my parents, my friends, for sure, they do all that. So they let me know all the time. My mom tell me all the time, like, the fans love you for sure.